Hey, welcome to No Strings Attached Street Ministry. I was just on one of the groups on Facebook, and I noticed a little girl had done a shout out, about trying to find new friends to caravan with and things. And there's like 3 or 4 people that hammered on her. It's like, you gotta be, be careful and don't do that because you're gonna get, some crazy guy, to come and take advantage of you or rape you or whatever. It's just a bunch of bullshit. Some of the nicest people I've ever met is people that I met randomly while I was on the road. Guys, it's so rare to ever come across someone in that nature that it's not even a thing to worry about. I wouldn't worry at all about any of it. Remember, yes, you don't go hang out in the hood. You don't go hang around where all the bad people might even be. You don't go hang around a bunch of bars and stuff where you got people stalking and looking for you. But don't be afraid of this world. This world, I'll tell you what, it's not as bad as the media and stuff wants to make it out to be. Yes, things happen, and yes, it does happen often. But you got to realize there's 100 million people in the United States, and you have maybe one every 3 or 4 months, or 6 months, or even a year. That's pretty darn good odds. I mean, COVID will kill you faster. So don't. Now, I'm not saying. I recommend any, especially females, go take the concealed carry license. Get the course, get the license, pack your gun, learn to carry your gun with you at all times. Always have it available. Yes, do what you can to protect yourself. I agree with it 100%. You never let your guard down. But by all means, do not let fear crawl into where you stop living your life, because remember, you've got one chance to live life. That's what God's given all of us. It's that one chance. Are you going to waste it every day in fear, cowering in a corner because you're afraid to leave or go out? No, you get out and you go. That's exactly what the devil's been doing to us all right now with this stupid COVID stuff. We're all of our rights has been stripped away. Everything's been going down. They're trying their best to get us scared to where we sit and we humble ourselves and we crawl back in a corner and we're afraid to fight. Get out and live your life. Yes, practice self-distancing. All right, there might be a disease out there, that's fine. But be smart about it, Wash your hands frequently and, do what you would normally do. But there's no reason to stop living because of something. If you learn to protect yourself, you can get along just fine. Trust me. And you can still enjoy your life. I just felt that I had to reach out and tell a few of you that. As I see how bad it is. Even some of our van lifers, I've noticed has actually gotten off the road and gotten a piece of property or whatever, and found somewhere they can just park and stay. Maybe buy a little small cabin. That's fine if that's what you want to do. But that's not what I think you want to do, because you wouldn't have got in van life if you wanted to cower or crawl away in the woods somewhere and live isolated life. Not saying that that's not a bad life. Yes, and there's a lot of people that love it and a lot of people that do it. I'd probably even do it myself, but don't give up your dream or your freedom and accept something else if that's not really where your heart is. Quit getting into a relationship with somebody just because you have a relationship. Come on. It's hard enough when you marry and you find out the relationship changes over the years, and then you find yourself stuck. Yeah, you could get a divorce and all kinds of other things, I'm sure, but there's bad things about divorce and all that too. So, and plus commitment, I believe should always be there. So just be careful on who you listen to and let tickle the inside of your ear about trying to get you to settle down, or to put fear in you on every single thing that you do in life. Live life to the freedom. Even if you're flat broke, live life to the freedom. Live it the best you can, the most freest you can. Because if you live it freely and you live it willingly, you're going to be happy. No matter what, you'll be happy. And happiness is what life's all about. And if you can have that happiness fulfill you inside and boil out, and it pours out onto others, who knows what kind of lives you might change just by you being kind and nice and happy to another person. Because it's contagious. Trust me, it's contagious. It's very contagious. So spend that time with each other. Talk to a stranger. Talk to a neighbor. See someone that looks down. Hey, put a smile on their face. Nothing wrong with smiling at somebody. Nothing wrong with saying, hey, good morning. Nothing wrong with complimenting someone and say, hey, you got a nice handsome hat on you, sir. Or, ma'am, your dress is beautiful today. There's nothing at all wrong with that, just to put a smile on somebody else's face. Try it. You'd be surprised how you feel at the end of the day if you go around all that day and doing nothing but trying to put smiles on people's faces. It changes who you are. It changes your life. Take the moment, assess it. Instead of looking at someone to judge them for what they do wrong or how they look or whatever, find something about that person, even if you totally disagree with who they are or the lifestyles they live or whatever. Instead of looking at the negatives about that person, try your best to find something that's beautiful about that person. There has to be something. Even if it's the shoelaces that they got in their shoes. If you all else can't figure out, tell them, say, yeah, I like your underwear. Then they'll really go freak out because they think you saw their underwear. You get what I'm saying? They go out and put a smile. At least you make them smile. At least you make them crack. You get them to break the sadness in their heart. For 5 minutes, that's all it takes. But they'll think about you the rest of the day, and they'll still smile, and they'll still smile, and they'll still smile. So, well, needs to go out and be an angel. That's all I can say. And if you can be better to someone and be nicer to someone, hey, buy someone's lunch today. Nothing wrong with that. If you're going through drive-through at McDonald's or whatever, hey, look behind you, count and see how many people you got in there. You figure about $10 per person. If you can afford it, buy the car behind you lunch. I mean, I've done it. I go to Starbucks and get a coffee or something. I'll drive through and I look back and I see one person in there. I'll buy theirs. I don't care even if they get a full breakfast and stuff. I had one says, well, they come out, they wanted 2 coffees and breakfast sandwiches and everything else. Are you sure? I said, yes. I told you I would pay for theirs. That's what I felt in my heart, and that's what I'm going to do. I've done it many times, but then you know what? The Lord's also sent people to bless me in the same manner, because I feel that He's blessed me because I've been faithful servant as well. And when you reach out and you're kind to people and you do good to others, somehow it finds its way back. It does. In some other ways, you do get some of that. But usually it gets blinded or it gets drowned out because of the negative that you have in your life. Because I've always said, if you're going to do good, or you're going to do, especially as a ministry, and you're going to do something kind like that, be willing to pay the price for it, because you're going to pay a price. Because the devil will blindside you. He'll kick you right in your teeth whenever you're not looking. He'll put it right to you, and you'll end up paying a dear price for it. But don't be discouraged, because that's what you get when you build your treasures in heaven. Remember that. That's what puts the crystals in your crown, is those kind of things. And always be willing to put your investments elsewhere. So, just wanted to give you a little vote of encouragement this morning. Haven't really been online and talked a lot. My health is doing a lot better. Financially, it's been a big beat up for me because of not being able to work and things, because of this stupid pandemic, plus along with all the doctors and my health. It's I've had a lot of kicking in the teeth lately, if you know what I mean. But anyway, I do have PayPal and Cash App, things like that. If I remember, I'll put those down in the description for you, so if you wanted to find those, you can. PayPal.me/prayer band, I think it is. All one word, prayer band. Then you got Cash App is the $, I think it is. Lowercase JWD333. So, you know, it's, but I'll put all that in there too if you do need to help us out a little bit. If I want to buy me a cup of coffee, fill my tank up, whatever you can afford is fine. Anything will help me, trust me. You want to pay my my hospital bill, or pay my doctor bill last month? Or how about my stress test? I got that, and that's $547. Yeah. Pay my next copay at $75. Yeah, that's real helpful, especially when you have 6 of those a week. They add up. And I told my doctor today, or yesterday, I told her, I says, honey, I can't keep going to all these doctors. I said, this stuff's eating me up. I just don't have this money. I mean, I'm having to beg, borrow, and steal from everybody, including my kids and my best friends and things, and I'm literally just beating them to death. They love me and they'll do what they can to ever help me, and they know that, but my gosh, I mean, I'm wiping them out, and it shouldn't have to be that way, but it is. But anyway, hey, God bless all of you. Have a great day. I hope that you find your way through all this pandemic stuff, and remember, don't live in fear. Go out and try to make someone smile today, okay? God bless each and every one of you. Have a great day.